What's going on, guys? Your boy Maze here, we're back with another video, and in today's video guys, me going over the brand new point thresholds for each character in the new PvP mode and why this might affect the global players and what teams you guys are going to be running when the mode comes to global, which for you guys that don't know, it's dropping in about 2 days on global. And so I wanted to make this video to kind of discuss it, plus the new changes to the actual mode for what teams you can run now is absolutely insane. As you guys can see here, this is one of the teams that is able to be run, which is a absolutely crazy team that you can still run in the normal PvP setting, which is why I think they kind of like fumbled on the on the point threshold or the point amounts for each character. So pretty much what they did, guys, is they took the usage rating from last week and the characters people were using last week, and the most amount of usage for that character, pretty much it got changed. So Demon King is now the highest usage character from last week at 3,500, so they made him go higher. And you can see characters that, like, you know, Purgatory Melly, because he wasn't being used last week, he dropped a substantial amount. And same with the situation where it's Green Melassula and Red Melassula. The Red Melassula was super high last week and the Green Melassula was really low, so a lot of people, you know, instantly went to using Green Melassula with Demon King. And now, because of the way it works and how the usage rate works, it's based on how much how the characters were used last week, so that for this week this is their new rating. So pretty much, guys, what I have to specify at the beginning is that if you wait till week 2, you will have pretty much access to your regular standard meta units, because the week 1 of the actual event will just look like kinda, you know, the older teams that people were running. Like, I can't put the teams together anymore because they were characters that, you know, were being run a little bit more often. You can see even Death Pierce like skyrocketed to 2,600 now, so a lot of characters that were being used, and even Assault Melee is only 500 now. Look at that. That is a absolute steal now, right? So characters that weren't being used last week are now going to be really low amount of point threshold. But characters like Green Estarossa, how is Green Estarossa higher than the Blue Estarossa, right? It's absolutely insane. So pretty much what I'm trying to tell you guys is that first week will be very rough grinding the PvP mode. This second week will be a lot better because you'll have a lot better team options, since the first week is going to be a lot, you know, pretty much like the way Netmarble kind of wants it to be. But the second week's going to be based on how much characters were used, and then accordingly they will be changed. So the only thing that I'm kind of mad about with this new change is that a lot of characters like Purgatory Melly being this low is absolutely insane, because he's still such a great character. Do they evaluate how good the character is in the first place? Because if you look at a team like the Mael Sariel, like, that's now, you know, you can't run that team together anymore. You can't run these two characters. And then even Nanashi going from, I think it was like 2,000 something to now 800, it makes it so that you're pretty much playing the same meta as it was before in regular PvP. So honestly, with the new game mode, what happens is it goes from being a very unique meta where there's a bunch of different teams to being pretty much just only straight up this demon team, or like maybe human team still, because I think LR Green Escanor is still not that high. I think he was actually, yeah, so he's 3,000, so you can still run him alongside like some human characters and still make it work, I think. But yeah, no, like, just to let you guys know though, man, it is absolutely insane now the way they changed it. We'll do a few matches and I'll show you guys what it looks like now versus the way it did before. But that's pretty much how that goes. But before we actually do that though, I want to give you guys a few things you can do on global right now to prep for this new mode. So if you actually go to the event exchange shop and you go to the coin shop, you can actually trade in your friendship coins for the PvP stamina. So if you go to friends and you go to send all, and then you actually go to the claim section here, you claim all of these, exchange these for PvP stamina, so that you know, when it does drop on the 21st, you guys can actually just start grinding PvP and then seeing if you can, you know, get into the higher ranks. But it's up to you. You can really just save these if you want as well, but I think, you know, making them for the PvP stamina is not a bad idea. And right now on my global account, I'm gonna show you guys how much PvP stamina I have, and then we'll actually hop into some matches on JP. But I have 52 right now that I'm stockpiling, so we will probably have it, like, you know, give or take like 70 maybe going into you know, the 21st and doing the new PvP mode, but we'll see, right? So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually hop in on JP now, and I'll show you guys the this team in action. And yeah, I mean, you know, you guys can already see this is a team that you could run in normal PvP and it would work great. You know what I mean? It's crazy because this new PvP mode now has kind of been relegated to becoming regular PvP, which is better for free-to-play players because you have access to better units now. But it's also a thing of like, okay, what's the point if this new PvP mode is just going to be the way, like, you know, normal PvP is, right? But yeah, let's hop in, guys, and let's see what this team's able to do. Alright guys, we're hopping into the first match of the video and we're facing a mirror match. As expected, we're facing a mirror match. I'm saying that this is one of the teams that when I saw these characters being able to be used, I was like, there's no way this team's allowed. How is this team allowed, right? That automatically, seeing that this team was allowed, I saw as kind of like a red flag. It is pretty insane that you're able to run this type of comp though, man. Absolutely insane. So, you know, obviously we bait out the evade food. I'm not running evade food since I'm going to go first, so I decided to just, you know, just start attacking, you know. But yeah, the next turn we should be able to pretty much cook that Demon King as long as I get an AoE here, or if I stance up with Chandler next turn. Okay, we did top deck a stance and we got another AoE too. Really good stuff. Then we should be able to just kind of take him out. So yeah, I mean, this is how the new PvP mode's gonna go, man. It's just gonna be like this now, you know. Which is pretty crazy. So let's see here. Okay, so he's gonna go for the block effect as well. That's fine. We're gonna cleanse that the next turn anyway. I'm gonna do stance up here, and then we'll merge this actually, and then yeah, we can just actually no, I'll hold on to the AoE. We'll just stance up. So we'll just move cards. So we'll do that. There we go. No way. Then we move that, and then he's gonna rank up, and then you know, depending on what cards he's gonna use here, we still have damage cap, remember. So if he's gonna go for an AoE, my Chandler's gonna counter that. He's still gonna be able to tank that, right? That's something he has to worry about. Look at Chandler. He's able to just instantly tank that. So AoE again. We do counter that again, and we actually do kill the Demon King as well. And then since we do have the counter up still, that my Demon King's pretty much gonna win. Yeah, so you see a situation like this is why this team is gonna be crazy. I already know this team is gonna be one of the best teams to run in this week of you know, thing, because of how strong, you know, Demon King is alongside these actual meta demon units. Before we had to use like the non-meta demon units, but now you're just spamming meta now, you know. So I don't know, man. And the fact that I'm able to run Kusak backline is absolutely wild. But yeah, man, this is pretty much what the new PvP mode's gonna look like, guys, in terms of teams you're running, and it's just gonna kind of look like your standard meta now. But yeah, that's a mirror match right there, as to be expected though, right? Like these are the characters people are running. So yeah, next match, let's hop in and let's see what we're able to do. Alright guys, we're hopping into the next match. We got Assault Melee instead of instead of Esterosa, pretty much. I mean, that's smart too, because you have double DPS, right? You have Assault Melee being kind of like your you know, your DPS that's able to do damage when Demon King's not able to, and then when Demon King gets his thing up, then he's good. So this is another good team too. But I'm telling you right now, guys, if this is what it becomes, like if Global gets the week 1 of JP, then it's pretty much just going to be humans and tier team, and then this week is just going to be demons. I'm telling you right now, it's just going to be demons, because from the looks of it, you can run Demon King and then all the other meta demon units from before, so it just becomes a situation where it's like, okay, you know, I'm just going to be running straight up demons again, and it doesn't really change too much, does it? So yeah, that's pretty much what it's looking like. Oh, do I tank that? Oh, we do. Nice. Red SR Liz has to be like such a high number now too. I didn't even actually check that, but she has to be such a high number now. I'm gonna do well, I assume this could be evade food actually, so I'm gonna do oh no, okay, we gotta do stance up. We're gonna do single target here, and then we'll just make sure we block effect the Assault Melee, just so that he can't damage me here, right? Okay, so it actually was it wasn't an evade food or anything like that, but block effect, so now he can't do his amplify. Demon King doesn't have his stat up yet, so now we can kind of just go crazy with my Demon King here, as long as I get some cards. There we go, and then we can maybe win this match still, unless that Demon King goes for a kill on my Chandler here. But we're gonna apply Darkness stacks, because if he does attack into me, he will apply it, right? But we'll be getting our all stats up here, and then we can kind of go crazy. So we'll see here. Maybe I'll be able to pull this off. I'm gonna do. Oh, actually, I don't know if it's enough, though. We'll have to try, regardless, right? We'll have to try. So we're just going to do single target. We're going to do AoE, and then single target follow-up, and hope that's enough. If Assault Melee lives, though, then I might get cooked by his ultimate, right? But let's see. This should kill. Yup, so there we go. Single target rank 3 kills. We go for the AoE. And that's going to do that right there. Okay, so we encroach the Melee anyway. So, okay, we lose here because Demon King is going to get his stat up there. Yeah, because you weren't able to actually kill him. So he's going to get his stat up. And then even though the Melee's encroached, like, Demon King is going to kind of cook us here. So, yeah, I mean, these are going to be some of the matches too, guys. Obviously, right, you have going first with demons. I think mirror match demon matches, if you go first, you ought to win. Right, because of that scenario, right? But yeah, so right there I get kind of cooked. But yeah, like this is the meta though. This is what we're gonna kind of expect, right? Just everyone running standard demon teams. So yeah, there's that match. Let's hop into the next match and we'll see what we're able to do. Alrighty guys, we are hopping into the next match of the video. We got what is this? A Sins team? Are you able to run Sins? I actually have not checked. Because Transcendent Bond was not a high, point character. Or no, he was a high point character last week, so I don't think this week he will be high point. So maybe you can run Sins again too. That's what I'm saying, guys, is that this mode, basically became regular PvP, again, as like another version of it. On this second week because of the way they did their point system. I think they should have made the point system have like Demon King at least be like above the 3,500 so that you can't actually run Demon King teams unless you're running 3 units, right? If they made it like that, that might be a little bit more fair, and I think, you know, could help for balance on this mode, right? Because it's just harder to the way they go about it right now. Because of the way they have it set up, right? So I really just don't know, you know, like what they really should have done actually would have just been, you know, balance the stronger characters anyway. They know that like Blue Esterosa is a character that's really strong. Make sure he is a high number 2, even if he wasn't used last week, right? Make sure that man is high score because he is a character that is absolutely insane, as you guys have been seeing from these matches so far, right? So it's a scenario of like, okay, you know, why do they go about it in this manner when they could, you know, make sure that the characters that are really good are always still balanced in this manner, right? So I don't know. They kind of just went with the you know, the setup of like, you know, following it based on the last week, which I think is good, but it's because they followed last week, it's not, you know, perfect. It's not perfect, which does kind of suck a little bit, right? I will say. So yeah, and then we'll do AoE single target. So they're all dead. But like, yeah, Demon King is gonna be the meta again this week. And it's not like it changed last week because people were running Demon King last week, but with weaker demons. Now they're running Demon King with stronger demons, right? So all this really did this week was just make Demon King even more useful because now you run Blue Esterosa instead of, you know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, guys. So that's pretty much it for the video. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what PvP is going to look like on the second week of the PvP mode and kind of giving you guys some like tips and talking about the PvP mode itself with the way the points actually change. But I want to actually try Sin's team real quick and see if it's actually useful. Melly, let's find Deanne here. She's 500, so you can do that. Where's Transcendent Bond? He's 1,100, so maybe you can't run it. Let's see. And then, no, you can run Sins. Where's Festival Zeldris? I don't have Festival Zeldris on the free-to-play account, so I can't run him. SR Liz is 3,200. That's how you know it's based on last week's usage because she was a character that everyone used, right? But yeah, I mean, a backline you could literally just slap would be like what? You know, it could pretty much be anybody. I don't really know a specific backline other than Fest Zeldris for this team, especially with the other backlines kind of getting used here, but you guys kind of get the idea though, right? Like the fact that I'm able to run like standard Sins team in PvP, right, which is kind of crazy, and then even like tier teams that like you're probably not going to be able to run like full meta tier teams anymore because last week he was still prominent, but like tier you can run, oh no, you can't run Nanashi with tier still because they made him a little still higher. But you could still go for like kind of like a Ragnarok setup. You can do Red Brunhild now, right? Red Brunhild's a usable character now, and then if you go to like more Ragnarok or unknowns, you could run like Scotty or something. Or now you can still run, because this unit, where is Red Malasila? Where is she? They made her 500. You can run her now with some of these meta comps now, right? You can do things like this, like the way it used to, and you can actually run this comp that people were like, you know, they're preaching about how crazy it is against Sins, right? So you can run a comp like this too. That's why this mode kind of just became a situation where it's like, okay, you know, the really good characters are pretty much back the second week, guys. So I hope you guys get an idea of what the PvP mode's kind of like now, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.